Howdy, Joshua with CD Wellness. I was talking with one of my friends, and he's going through a lot of stuff, and I was like trying to explain some of the stuff to him, but you know, he's really on the fence. A lot of people are. That's fine. It's still mainstream considered like radical. You're made out of meat. You eat meat to get better? Oh no, that can't be right. Anyway, so I was talking to him and I was drawing out some stuff, and like I had some ideas of like specific things that I can kind of break down, and I'm just gonna pull one off the top of my head. A lot of people really misunderstand cholesterol. You know, I was talking to him, he's like, oh, he's gonna get me on this cholesterol medicine and maybe that'll help. And I was like, don't let him put you on cholesterol medicine. Please don't let him do that. I mean, you know, he's a grown man, he can do whatever he wants, but boy, howdy, that's bad for you. A lot of people, there's this oversimplification that, so they're like, you know, it's this stuff that you get whenever you eat meat, and then it just clogs your arteries. And then that's how you have a stroke and a heart attack. It's like, well, I mean, you're kind of right, but not really. It's not just a random thing that randomly ends up in your arteries and randomly gets stuck and randomly clogs and then randomly breaks off and then randomly gets stuck. Okay, maybe it kind of randomly breaks off and gets stuck in your heart and in your brain. But what happened was your body has this magical chemical, which is cholesterol. And this dude is so nifty. Like if you had a friend that somehow was good at everything, right? That's cholesterol. And you want that guy around. Sometimes he tries a little bit too hard. The primary thing that they always talk about is, you know, the heart attacks and things. It's like, well, because it does everything, and I mean like everything. Because whenever you like the sun's hitting you right now, and then people are like, oh, you know, you get sunlight and you get vitamin D from the sun. Kind of. There's not vitamin D floating through the air that your skin eats. That's not quite how it happens. It triggers a reaction and your body goes, oh, well, we can turn this and we can take Mr. Cholesterol and we can convert him into vitamin D. Hey, look, you have vitamin D now. Huzzah. So you're not absorbing vitamin D from the air. Like cholesterol is like, oh, I got that. Let me handle that. Because, dude, cholesterol is so cool. So anyway, what happens is in your arteries, they get damaged because glucose is not good. It's not your friend. It's a big, meanie, bad no. And it gets all up in your bloodstream and it damages the walls of your arteries because, you know, it's a little tube and it goes through there and it like ping pongs around and it causes just super, I mean, your veins are already pretty small by comparison. So just the tiniest little, boop, just a little cut, itty bitty little cut. And your body goes, hey, I saw that. I'm like, hey, cholesterol, we got a leak. And he's like, I got it. And he runs over there and he goes, bloop. He's like, I'll stay here until you can fix this. And your body's like, thanks, bro. The problem is you never give your body the chance to fix it. You're not giving it the materials that your body's made out of. A lot of people rarely eat meat. They're scared of it. Like, you're made out of meat. Why wouldn't you want more building material? And then they tell him, no, cholesterol's bad. Well, that dude's plugging the hole. And so, well, I'm getting distracted. Back on the original point. So your body never has an autophagy phase. You never have the opportunity to actually repair it. So you just kind of sit there with like this damage in your artery. And you're not getting rid of the thing that's causing the problem, which is the glucose. And it just pokes more holes and the holes get bigger. And your body's like, hey man, it's still happening. And cholesterol's like, bro, I got that too. Like, I got you. Don't even worry about it. I can hold this all day. And it does. It does a great job. Internal bleeding is bad, okay? Don't do that thing. It's plugging up all these holes in the wall. And he's like, bro, I got, like, he's just growing limbs left and right, you know, Spider-Man and all over the place. And the problem is that you can only put so much bubble gum on a pipe before, man, it pops off, it leaks anyway, and what a heart attack and what a clog is and what a stroke is that your body has to pack in so much of that cholesterol that some of it, especially if you have high blood pressure, which by the way is also caused by high levels of glucose, that breaks off. You get that big squishy chunk, like a snotty little chunk that just breaks off because you got a lot of pressure being pushed past it constantly and just manages to pull it off. And you got this little chunk of something, and man, that's not good. That is every level of not good. I got a buddy of mine, his brother got an injury, and this was more along the lines of scab tissue, but he got a blocked artery in his leg and it dropped him in like an hour. Like, he was like, man, my leg hurts, and he was dead like 45 minutes later. That's pretty serious stuff. Obviously, no one thinks heart attacks or strokes are funny. You have a heart attack. I mean, it's a lot better to have a heart attack than it is a stroke because your body's pretty resilient. You have a heart attack, that's whenever a chunk of something gets stuck somewhere and it can't get blood to where it needs to go, so it freaks out, right? Rightly so. And of course, that's a simplification. A stroke, which is significantly worse, is, well, they'll both kill you. But if you get over a heart attack, your heart might be damaged, but it can be repaired. If it gets stuck in your brain and you have a stroke, it really doesn't matter how long it's there. You're gonna take damage because your brain is so ridiculously advanced. And when it doesn't have oxygen for even a little bit of time, oh man, it's bad. That's why people have strokes. They recover from them, obviously, or else they wouldn't be around anymore. And it can knock out half their whole body. It's pretty common, actually, for it to knock out half their body. What happened to my mom? Her left side is useless. I mean, she's like still limping around and stuff, but it's not fun. It's not fun to see people go through that. That's what that is. You got to look at the whole picture. You got to know. You can't just say, "Oh, this thing's doing that." I mean, if you see a fire truck in the middle of the freeway, you're like, "That fire truck's blocking traffic. Get rid of fire trucks. We don't need fire trucks anymore." It's like, did you not see the fire? Did you not see that 4-car pileup that someone's probably dying and they need help? Like, did you not see that? I get that you're unhappy that you have to wait, but the fire truck is not the problem. The dude that failed to be safe is the problem. And then by extension, a society that makes people do that goes into the whole taking in a whole bunch of glucose. But anyway, like, symptoms aren't the thing you focus on necessarily. You got to backtrack. You got to figure out where it's coming from and why it's a thing. And we have that research now. We got it. We got it figured out. We got it figured out. I don't want to be like every scientist throughout human history and be like, ha ha ha, we have reached the pinnacle. We know everything. No one can top us. That's not true. At some point, they're going to be like, oh, well, you were wrong about this detail, and please be that person. Tell us where we're like, just one tiny little, man, we got a train going. Ain't no stopping this train we on. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep going. It's not about, oh, this movement's so great and we're better than these people because our morals are so much better. I don't care about any of that. Understand how this stuff works. Be healthy. Be better. Do the thing, right? Don't be old and shrimpy and weak and having weird fluid buildups under your skin that no one can identify for some reason. We know every material in the body. How do you not know what it's made out of? Anyway, cholesterol's your friend. Like him, love him. You see something, you see a stick of butter, you're like, oh, that's got cholesterol in it. It's like, don't do that. Unless some people like that. That's fine. Cholesterol good. Do the thing. Later.